So the key point to take from this clinical trial, the LAPACT, which was done in over 100 patients, it was a multi-institutional, in fact was done in the United States and Europe and in many centers. The key point is that it produced benefit, which is comparable to what was seen with the MPACT trial using gemcitabine, nab-paclitaxel in advanced metastatic disease. So certainly there is benefit, and this benefit is exhibited by a number of ways. One of them is that there's a prolonged time to progression and also time to treatment failure. Survival is also prolonged. But I have to caution you that this trial is not a randomized trial. It's a single-arm trial. So you're trying to compare to maybe historical controls, if you would, and other experiences, but certainly with a response rate of over 30%, with this prolonged time of disease progression and also time to treatment failure, it's a very interesting outcome, despite the fact that it's a single-arm trial. And certainly one would argue and say, is it really telling me anything new? The answer is maybe not, but at the same time it's confirming the validity of using this regimen in the locally advanced setting, which we didn't have any data on it before, because the MPACT trial was limited to patients with metastatic disease. So the question was, what do we do in patients with locally advanced pancreatic cancer? Do we use the same regimen? Do you think it's going to work? And also you have to put it in the context of comparing it to like FOLFIRINOX, which a lot of people use. And in my opinion, with the results we've seen with the LAPACT trial, they're comparable to what I would be expecting from FOLFIRINOX, but also from what is published out there. Again, there is no real large trial for FOLFIRINOX. It's all dependent on small trials, which have been reported. So, in my opinion, gemcitabine nab-paclitaxel is a good option for patients with locally advanced pancreatic cancer. It's a treatment that is well tolerated. That was the other thing which came up from that presentation. And in addition, there were a number of patients who ended up going to surgery. So that was another important observation from this trial. And the number of patients who went to surgery was a bit higher than I would expect in this setting. And certainly speaks for activity of the regimen, which is a worthwhile regimen because quality of life is also relatively well preserved in this study result that was also shown in the presentation.